What's up, guys? It's your girl keeping up with the Mariana, and today I'll be making a video about how I found out I was pregnant at 15. What did my parents think? What did my family and friends think? Okay, so I had went to the doctor. Well, yeah, I went to my doctor, and I had went back to them because I was trying to get on birth control, back on birth control. I was 3 months late from my birth control shot. So I went to the doctor, and the lady was like, "You came back positive," and I'm like, "What?" And that's when she was like, come up in the room, like come in the room or whatever. And then that's when I had went up in the room, and she like, "You pregnant?" And I'm like, "You lying," type shit. I'm like, "Bro, I can't be pregnant. Like, I'm not pregnant, bro. Like, never. Like, I can't." I was just telling myself, like, I can't keep the baby, and my parents wouldn't even allow me to keep the baby or whatever. And so then that's when she was like, "Well, you got to tell somebody." And my granddad had to be to my doctor's appointment, so I had to tell him because he was the only adult that was there with me, and they said since I was underage, adult had to know before I left or whatever. And so then that's when I had got home. My mom was like, "What happened at the doctor?" Because I ain't ain't nobody tell her over the phone. So my mom was like, "What happened at the doctor?" So I was just stuck, and I just opened it. I had a yellow folder. I opened it, and I got her the ultrasound picture. And then she was like, "What is this?" And she was like, "You pregnant?" And then she was like, "Oh, hell no." And then that's when she had went downstairs, and I had went down there, and that's when she asked me, "Do I know who the baby father is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I had texted him, and I asked him, like, to be sure, like, to know that I'm right and stuff. I texted him and asked him, like, wasn't that, I texted him and asked him, like, the last time we had sex was November, right? Was in November, right? And he was like, "Yeah, why?" And then I was like, "I'm pregnant." And that's when my mama had got the phone. And my mama was talking to him or whatever, and she was just asking him questions. And she was asking him, did he want the baby? And he had told her he didn't want the baby because he wasn't financially stable, whatever, blah. So then mom was like, "Well, she can't keep this baby. She too young. She ain't having no baby around here. Not on my, not on my watch, basically. Like, not up under me. No, like, there would not be no baby." And so he brought half of the abortion money, and my mama, she had the rest of it. And we were supposed to go to the abortion appointment, and we had went or whatever, and we had got there, and the people was like, I needed my ID or my birth certificate, and I didn't know that. And my mama said she had forgot all about it because we was trying to hurry up and rush to the appointment. It was all the way by the courthouse or whatever, and she was like, we trying to hurry up and rush there. And so, we were supposed to go back, and then we did end up going to another one. And basically, I had asked the doctor about, like, is there anything like my parents could do or say to y'all if I tell y'all I don't want to kill my baby? And the doctor told me no because it's my baby. So the decision is up to you. Like, they can't force you or nothing. I'm like, shit, all right. And that's when I just decided to keep my baby. And well, no, yeah, I decided to keep my baby. And then I had another ultrasound appointment for the baby, and that's when my doctor had told me that he think it was gonna be a girl because he was listening to her heartbeat, and he was like, "It's a double heartbeat. It's double the heartbeat." So he was like, "You gonna be having a girl?" And I'm like, first I was not happy because I'm like, I really want a boy. But I'm like, a girl, that's good too, but I really want a boy. And so then I had went to get my ultrasound done because my doctor, he was just listening to her heartbeat, and I had to go downstairs to get the ultrasound done. So I went down there to get it done or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he told me, he was like, "No, what, you having?" And I was like, "No, but my doctor told me it could be a girl." And that's when he was like, "Well, yeah, you're having a girl. Like, I could see it. Like, at 2 months, I found out I was having a girl." And that's why I really didn't have no gender reveal, because I already knew what I was having. It wasn't going to be a secret from me. And when he told me that, I was just like, oh, wow. And then that's when I heard her heartbeat and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I really got to keep my baby. I don't really care what nobody say. And then that's when I just told my mama. And my mama made me call my dad and tell my dad. And my dad was just not having it. He was going with my mama, the abortion flow. Family was too. I only told 2 people, like 2 of my friends who I was close with at the time. I only told 2 of them two girls I was pregnant, they knew, and they would told me to keep my baby. You know, they was on my side, and they offered a lot of help and support, whatever. Yeah. So that's how I found out I was pregnant. That was their response. So, you know, I just ended up keeping my baby. You know, I really don't got no questions because like wasn't nobody giving me no questions, so I can like answer them and stuff. When I was making posts on social media, nobody wanted to say nothing, so I'm just gonna talk, I guess, and think of some questions myself because ain't nobody give me none. I don't know what to say. I had a pretty baby. She's so pretty. Now that I think about it, I'm glad I did not get an abortion. I'm glad that I did keep my baby because that little girl is my sunshine. That's my baby. That's my joy. It's the reason why I be getting up in the morning happy. Like, man, that little girl just don't know how much she means to me. Like, her smile is just everything. I just be so happy to see her smile. Like, you know, it's just that little baby smile be so cute. And then she be moving her little hand. Like, girl, I love my daughter. And I'm glad I got her and kept her. She's amazing. And she deserved the world. And I feel like I didn't have to abort my baby because it was my baby. Like, can't nobody make me kill my child. And I didn't want to kill my child because I feel like I needed her. I feel like, well, maybe if I had this baby, a lot is going to change about me. And I could have somebody to actually go hard for and realize what like me, you know? And that's what it is. You know, it would been I had a good pregnancy. It was a good and rough pregnancy. But overall, it was good because it was just good. I'm not going to bring all that in there, but it was just good, you know. I had my baby a week early because her fluid was kind of low. And so when I went to my ultrasound, the doctor was like, well, I think you need to go in labor now. And I'm just like, what the? Yo, I was heated because this when I was dating this boy at the time. I was supposed to be going to his house, you know. Stuff was supposed to happen that day, whatever. And the lady was like, you got to go. You got to go in labor. You could come back tonight at 7 so you could get induced. And they induced me. It was not bad. Shit, they induced me. Yo, I was having contractions and I was just breathing through them. Like, I was taking them. I'm like, and I actually was on medicine too. So, them drugs too. I was on some type of drug. I forgot. But I was on some type of drug and them contractions was coming in. It was only the little ones, like the 2 centimeter ones, when you want like that. They was little, but them mugs was hurting, bro. And I was just taking them like a G. I'm like, breathe through them, breathe. I couldn't drink that water. Only thing I had was ice. I'm like, I'm breathing through them, breathing through them, breathing through them, whatever. No, I think I did have some water. But I was breathing through them, breathing through them. It went good. And then, so they kept coming to take me like every hour and a half, I believe. Every hour and a half because they wanted to see was I dilating, y'all. They had to put the stuff in you to induce you to help you dilate, whatever. So my water back up. And well, then I was still only 2 centimeters, y'all. So they had to come in there and put the balloon inside of me for my water to break. I believe. I was on drugs, but I believe it was for my water to break. But they had to put the balloon inside of me, and I guess that was helping me dilate too, y'all. So I'm just dilating, y'all. And it was about like 140, 150 something, y'all. Going on 2. Them contractions got the hitting hard, my nigga. When I say them mugs was hitting hard, them was coming back to back. I'm in that room screaming because my mama, she had went to the store. She went to the store. She was like, I'm finna be right back. And went to the store. And I'm in that room screaming. But my TT Mika had called me. And I was just screaming on the phone. And I'm like, I can't. I just want my mama. I'm just screaming for my mama or whatever. And she's like, well, I'm finna call her right now. I'm calling up to the hospital right now. She called up to the hospital and told the nurse that I was in labor. And they think that I was finna have my baby. And so that's when I'm like, I want my mama. And so that's when she was like, well, we're gonna have to check you again to see. She checked me again, and she was like, well, you're not ready yet. You're only about 5. And I'm like, 5? Like, I believe she said 5. And I'm like, dang. And so, y'all, it was like 2 something. And they was just coming real hard. Like, I had to sit in a chair. I believe it was a chair. I had to sit in this little thing, put my feet up. That stuff was hurting. It felt like them contractions was going to my booty. No, I was getting booty, like, contractions. Like, oh, my God. It wasn't even, like, I don't know. That stuff, not no joke, though. And so then that's when I laid down. She checked me again. And it was like, yep, it's time. I was 7 centimeters, I believe. And she was like, it's time. She ready to come. Put them legs up. They was like, when you get your contraction, push. I pushed and I pushed and I said, no, I cannot. I cannot. That stuff hurt. I didn't have no epidural, no medicine, no drugs, no nothing. I was natural. Man, that stuff hurted, but I'm glad I did go natural. But woo. So I'm like, man. And I just started screaming. I'm like, God, please help me, God. What I'm doing wrong, God. Please, God. I was screaming, please, God. And next thing I know, she was out. And she was so pretty. And I was just in shock. I'm like, oh, my God, I really got a baby. And that's why I'm going to have her. They had. No, that's when the lady was like, do you want her to be skin to skin to you? Or do you want us to take her or give her a bath? And I told her, give my baby, you know. Put my baby right here on my chest. Skin to skin, you know. That's the best thing for the baby when the baby first come out. And it was just everything. I fell in love with her little butt. She was so little, y'all. When I mean little, she was so little. I was kind of scared to hold her. A lot of people was kind of scared to hold her because she was so little. But I was little too when I was a baby. But I was way littler than her. Like, I believe I was only like 2 pounds when I was a baby. I was real little. I was a premature baby. But that's pretty much kind of how my pregnancy went. It went good. Y'all, I did not make this video right because this is my first YouTube video. And I didn't have no questions, so I was just talking. Don't mind my background. They been so irritating. But, yeah. I'm doing better. You know, and my baby, that's that bestie right there. But, y'all, I don't know what else to say, y'all. This is my first video. I'm going to get better. I'm going to start posting on here more, talking about more things, you know. Whatever. I'm going to be doing hair videos, so I don't even know how to do hair, but I'm going to try my best. Because I need to learn stuff. I got a whole baby and don't know how to do hair, you know. I can't even make a part. Or do my edges. But, y'all, I tried. This is my first YouTube video. Like I said, I just said that literally. I'm going to make another one. Y'all stay tuned. Tune in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment. Give me more advice on how I should make my videos. Or what should I talk about. Or advice that I need help on for this YouTube. This is my first video. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, peace.